Radio personality lost $500,000 to the Piñas in an investment deal to transform this vacant school building in Patterson into rental units.
He is a victim, just like the other alleged victims are in connection with the scam.
You got challenges that you're going to run across.
Okay, so welcome to another episode of Elite Psyche. I'm Tony Fleming, and man, on this particular show, you know, we talk about elite individuals, really interview elite individuals. And these are people that we consider, you know, successful. They've done some things in life, and we interview them and, you know, find out more about them. But lately we've been doing different type of shows, and this one is a different one. We got 4 different individuals on tonight, and we're going to discuss some things that are going on in America right now. Some of the things that are out here now that people are following. And so I thought I'd have some elite individuals to come on and just give their opinion about, you know, some of the happenings in the world today. And I think that, you know, hearing different opinions from different individuals is always good. And it's always entertaining also. We're going to have 3 ladies tonight and 2 guys, myself and Rodney. But we had another guy, he kind of had something come up tonight, so we can't have him on. But, you know, it's always good to have 3 young ladies on here with bright minds. And so, but before I bring them up, let me do a quick sponsor, Winners Only Lotto, and they're sponsoring this episode tonight. So let's play their clip.
Many people wonder if there's a secret to winning lottery games. The answer is yes, Winners Only Lotto. Discover how to make $1,000, $10,000, or even $225,000 daily by playing the right games with the highest odds. The games to focus on are Pick 3, Pick 4, and in some states, Pick 5. Utilizing AI to track patterns in these games simplifies winning, with millions being distributed every day. This information can be easily verified on any official state lottery website. Join today or get more information by clicking the link below. See you on the winning side.
All right, so that's our sponsor for this particular episode. And let me bring up our guest. The first person I want to bring up is Miss Kimberly. Are you there, ma'am?
Hi, here I am.
All right, Kimberly, tell them where you're from and what are you currently doing now?
So I'm currently residing in Virginia in the DMV area. I am a business owner. I own my own athleisure wear line called Aquilon, and that is what I'm currently doing right now.
Cool. Yes. All right, my next guest, Miss Dana. Are you there, Dana?
Hi.
Hey, there she is. So Dana, let them know where you from and what are you currently doing right now?
I am in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm an executive administrative assistant for a power company. I also have a real estate license and I'm in interior design school.
Oh, wow. Great. Okay. All right. And Rodney is the Winners Only Lotto guy. He's a good friend of mine I've been knowing for years. And so tell us about you, Rodney. Where you from? Where you living?
I'm in Metro Atlanta. Been here for over 30, 40 years. And I am a executive producer of a media company called WHTV1 Multimedia Services. We have a gang of material for promoting all types of businesses.
All right. We got another young lady who's coming on in a minute. She's kind of she's getting some few things straightened out, but she's gonna pop on once we get rolling. Oh, there she is there. Okay, so she's here. So Ms. Marge, tell everybody where you live and what are you currently doing now?
Hello, everybody. My name is Maji. I'm a singer-songwriter. I reside in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm also in property management and I'm a vocal coach. So
all right.
Fun times.
Vocal coach. Okay,
yes.
Cool. All right, so let's get started tonight, folks. We got some stuff that we want to talk about. And I want you all to give your opinion, your thoughts freely. Don't hold back. And if you speak a little French, you can speak French also. So let's go with our first topic here. We're going to play a video. We're going to come back and let you guys give your thoughts on that.
Tonight, an I-Team exclusive investigation involving a real estate deal and one of the most recognizable voices in radio. Investors in a real estate venture say they were swindled out of millions of dollars. And they argue syndicated radio rapper Rashawn Casey, better known as DJ Envy from the show The Breakfast Club, promoted these deals. Investigative reporter Sarah Wallace talked to the alleged victims and has the response to those mounting accusations you're about to hear for the first time.
We've helped so many people, not just regular people, but celebrities, athletes, executives.
That's DJ Envy on his syndicated iHeart radio show, The Breakfast Club. He's often promoted the real estate venture of his pal, Cesar Pina.
You might know him on Instagram as Flippin' NJ.
But it's more than just a passing endorsement.
You could partner with us on some deals, make some money with us.
Envy and Cesar have teamed up for seminars, including one at the Jacob Javits Convention Center, pitching opportunities to flip properties, often in distressed areas of New Jersey.
We invested $200,000 and looks like we're never going to get it back.
Jose Santiago and his wife Jessica Ortiz say they believed investing in this neighborhood of Patterson would be their ticket to the American dream.
That's the reason why I got into real estate, so we can actually start flipping properties, buying properties, so we can have something for our kids in the future.
The couple says they connected with entrepreneur Cesar after seeing him on social media with DJ Envy.
He's advertising this all over the radio and on television. I've seen shows of him all over the place, so I thought this was legit.
The pitch to invest in rundown properties that would be renovated and flipped for more money. The promise to return up to 30%. In some cases, Cesar didn't even own the properties. This couple took out $200,000 in equity from their Florida home, promised that 30% return within 4 months. Then they say nothing.
I'm paying the interest right now every month, and I have nothing.
Well, at this point, we just want our money back.
Nigel Chamblin says he was conned by Cesar into investing $235,000 in that same Patterson property, along with two others, $300,000 each for homes in Hawthorne and in Maplewood.
$835,000 in total on all three houses. There were other people investing in the exact same properties. It was a scam. It was a lie.
Augie Rios owns a custom auto wrap shop in Lodi, who says he worked on Envy's cars for years and believed his pitch. He did get back a return on an initial investment with Cesar, but maintains a second investment on this Patterson property went south.
If it wasn't for DJ Envy, I would have never invested into Cesar. I lost a total of $64,000.
After receiving 2 bounced checks, Rios says he got a visit from Cesar carrying this box of jewelry.
He said, take this jewelry until I can pay you back.
How much did he say this was worth?
15, 20 grand.
Then there's record producer Anthony Martini, who invested in what he thought was a promising apartment project in Patterson.
I lost $1 million.
And you went in because of DJ Envy.
Yeah, I did. I mean, you know, I'd known Envy for years.
Martini's attorney has filed a lawsuit.
It's some sort of Ponzi-like scheme where he's taking money from one investor to pay off other investors. You're looking at over $40 million invested with the Pinas in their companies.
Breaking news here on Tony the Closer's Live.
The complaint floodgates opened up when alleged victims started appearing on the social media platform of influencer Tony the Closer, a self-proclaimed real estate scam watchdog.
I decided to make it where everybody would know the disgusting behavior that they're practicing.
Dozens of lawsuits have now been filed against Cesar and his wife. Several also name Envy, who has sued Tony the Closer for defamation after also going on with him live.
And there's nobody in here that could ever say Envy, they gave Envy $1.
Envy, whose real name is Rashawn Casey, declined to talk to the I-Team, referring us to a powerful Manhattan real estate attorney. He says the radio personality lost $500,000 to the Pinas in an investment deal to transform this vacant school building in Patterson into rental units.
He is a victim, just like the other alleged victims are in connection with the scam.
Why, if he's a victim, hasn't he filed a lawsuit against the Pinas?
He has a legal right to file whenever he deems fit. He is now contending with cases that are being filed every day improperly against him.
why not come out on his radio show and warn other alleged victims if he feels that he was?
This is it's an ongoing, they're ongoing litigations, and there's no room for them on, any sort of radio show.
A lot of people say they bought in because of Envy's reputation. Does he not have some responsibility?
Absolutely not. The only reason why Envy is sued is to sensationalize the case.
The attorney is seeking dismissals of all the lawsuits. As for the Piñas, we caught up with Caesar's wife, Jennifer, in Bergen County.
Do you have anything to say to the alleged victims?
I say, just hold tight and we're going to come through.
Where's the money?
That's a Caesar answer for you. I can't give you that answer. He wants to be here with you. He wants to do the sit down. He wants to have this interview. He wants to clear the air. He wants to explain his side, and he wants people to understand what's going on. But, he's been advised to not talk.
There may be some hope for investors. A judge has appointed a bankruptcy court trustee to oversee some of the Piña's properties. Any available assets could eventually be sold off to pay alleged victims. From Patterson, Sarah Wallace, News 4 New York.
That money's gone. She said it might be some hope for them. I've actually been following that a little more than probably most because of one of the guys I know who invests in real estate, and I've lost money doing that before. So, but if you look at what Envy is trying to imply is that he really had nothing to do with it, that was his partner. But for the last year or two, Envy has been promoting his partner. And not only that, he was actually on his partner's website for a couple of years as a business partner. Now, 3 months ago or 2 months ago, he wiped it clean. He wiped everything off the guy's site. And one of the guys that's been investigating it, he went back and found something that I had never heard of before called the Wayback Machine. And the Wayback Machine allows you to go back and pull up any websites back in the day. And he pulled up the websites that show where Envy was on this guy's site as a business partner of his, and for a long time. But Envy wiped it clean when people started coming after him and his partner, and after his partner had taken all his money, and it's actually a Ponzi scheme. So it's a lot more you can talk about with him, but millions. You got people who gave 100,000, 200,000. Some people brought cash, which is dumb, brought cash money, 60, 70, 80,000 and handed it to him based on Envy promoting that. So, all right, Kim, you go first. What's your opinion on
that? Why would I go first? Okay. I agree that Envy is at fault. He 100% is at fault because none of those people would have even known who Caesar was if it wasn't for Envy. So off the credibility of their friendship, they did it. Okay, you my homeboy, you're not gonna steal me wrong. So yeah, I'm gonna invest whatever you invested in. So because of that, they all got scammed. So that's his fault. I 100% agree that he too should be at fault for what's going on. He knew, like, come on, you knew. Like, don't play that. And he does that a lot. Like, let's be 100. That's the type of person Envy is. When he gets backed in the corner, he plays, I didn't do it. I didn't know my victim too. So, yeah, no, I'm not buying it.
Okay. Dana, what do you say?
Of course he's guilty. I think it's disgusting for him to prey on people's hopes and desires to be more successful. And it sounds like he's a hustler and a con artist.
Now you're in real estate though, right?
Sorry.
So aren't you in real estate? Have you invested in anything before?
No, it's certainly. I have had somebody that I knew that was involved in a scheme like this prior, several years ago, and they were on the news. And nothing ever became of it, but they actually swindled a lot of elderly people out of their life savings. And I thought it was disgusting back then. And I just pray that karma catches up with all of them.
Wow. Okay. Rodney, what'd you say?
I always say innocent until proven guilty.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that, because of my background in media. Media is a very, very, very tricky platform. Now, in terms of why people came in on the investment idea, was because it was being broadcast from a public platform, which was the radio show, the Breakfast Club. So that platform, to many people, gave credence to the legitimacy, believing that it was real. Now, is it possible that Pena could have been doing some deals outside of his knowledge? Absolutely. That's possible. And real estate, being what it is very risky out the gate. Anytime you go in any type of business venture, you must understand there is risk involved, whatever it is. If you do a lemonade stand, it's still risk involved. But I think what's happening now is the attorneys are looking for the deepest pockets that they can possibly find. And that will be bringing in, I don't know if it's Cumulus or Clear Channel, whatever, whoever owns
iHeart Radio.
So yeah, the attorneys are looking for the biggest possible pockets. So time will tell.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion on it.
You know, it makes me think that, you know, anybody that comes on that show now, you know, because if you go back and look at some of the other people they brought on, some of those guys have been busted for other stuff, you know.
Credit, you know, you got credit being
right. So should it just be Envy? Should it be everybody on that show? Because, you know, what's the lady who used to be on there?
Angela
Yee. Yeah, she kind of got out. She kind of got out just in time. Looked like
they're gonna drag her back in as well by the time machine, as you would call it.
Yeah, Wayback Machine. They're gonna show it.
Wayback Machine.
So, Ms. Margie, what do you think?
Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of in between everybody's opinions, because initially watching the story, I wanted to believe that it was, oh, it's just these people. I know real estate, you have to wait it out. And it sounds like there's a lot of people that do not understand real estate that are investing, so they don't know how it works. Like sometimes you think that closing is going to happen and it won't happen when you think it's going to happen. And you have to wait, you know, a few more months. So I really need more details. Right. And I feel like having more details will really help me to form a opinion. I can't just be like, oh, after I saw the story, it's a wrap. You know, DJ Envy, I can't respect anything you say. Like I now will look at everything with caution, but I still need more details. Like just knowing the real estate game, the small amount that I do understand it is, it's like, you know, I've seen some properties where we've invested and we had to wait, or that you have to look at the climate of the market, like what's really happening. It's bigger than just, oh, you know, you get this property, you fix it, you flip it, you get the money. You know, it's just like there's more to the story.
Right.
Yeah.
They made it seem, you know, Envy and because like I said, I probably followed it more than anybody. Envy and you know, what was it called? Flip to Dow. That's the name of his company. They made it seem that, you know, so simple because they've been doing it for so long. Envy been doing real estate now for, I guess, 4 or 5 years. And I remember when he even talks about it. He called Joe Budden, another podcast host, and Joe, rapper too, you know, but Joe is more known now for being a podcast host. And he quickly told him that, you know, it's a Ponzi scheme. He told him, I'm not going to fool with you because you wind up going to jail. Now, he almost spoke that into existence. Yeah.
Quickly.
Yeah, he quickly said, it's a Ponzi, man, because what it's saying is, you know, you're taking the new money coming in, the new investors, and trying to pay other people with it. But with this deal here, I mean, he's taking in, I mean, you got 2 or 3 guys who literally said they gave him 150 grand. They gave him 175,000. And this is going to be their come up, you know, he and his wife. And what's so crazy is if you notice Pena's wife, that when she spoke, she kind of threw her husband under the bus and said, you know, he's gonna come and tell you all he has the answer for you all and blah, blah, blah. Now, he claimed that he didn't have any money. Now, when they actually just arrested him 2 days ago, and he made bond on $1 million bond, that means that's $100,000 he had to put up. So, I know people who looking for their money thinking, well, how you sure came up with that 100 grand right quick? How did you, And another thing I didn't know, because I'm not a designer person, but my partner told me that his wife, that Chanel sweater she had on was $2,800. He said that's a $2,800 Chanel sweater that she had on.
Well, they said in the news, the clip that we saw, that they have multiple properties.
Right.
So that the bank was the judge was trying to, seize their properties. So we know they got bread. That was a given. My thing though is they're selling properties to the same people for the same price or a little higher. Like, how did you not, I guess, as everyone is saying, how did you not know that much about real estate to see that somebody else owns this property too that I'm trying to buy? Like, I'm missing that puzzle piece.
Again, you can't, the person investing too has a lot to do with it also, but a lot of those guys said on other video clips that if it wasn't for Envy, they wouldn't have done it, because Envy is on there promoting it. They believed in him, and that, if he hadn't, what was that?
Power of media.
Yep.
And he's an influencer.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, those were his friends. It wasn't just a media thing. These were his friends.
Yeah,
like, these are people that knew him. So it wasn't like, oh, I see him broadcasting it on the Breakfast Club, and I saw this media commercial, whatever. No, these were his homeboys. Like, these people knew him for years.
So with that being the case, do you really feel as if Envy would try to get his homeboys on a Ponzi scheme? I mean, who knows, right? I don't know Envy. Kimberly, it sounded like you knew his character a little bit more. Like, I don't know Envy. Of course, I've watched The Breakfast Club, but nothing beyond that do I know anything about his character. But I don't know if I do know the music industry, though. I know the music industry, and I do know that culture. And I just don't see, like I said, I think there's more information to it. But Envy, I don't see him telling his friends, hey, get in this deal right here. A lot of people in the music industry
and what you're saying is actually knowing that the deal was bad.
Right, knowing that the deal was bad.
I don't see that neither in his character.
I don't see that either. I don't see that either. And I don't think that he intentionally went in saying, you know what, let me call Tony, knowing that I'm about to steal Tony's $1 million. I don't think he did that. I think as time went by and things did start to look fishy, at that point, he didn't let anybody know.
Right.
I'm going to say this. COVID stopped a lot of stuff, all type of deals. The whole world stood still during COVID. And real estate, I mean, that's probably one of the most trickiest businesses on the planet. You got, bad work that can be done, roofing, plumbing, people stealing the stuff out of the houses. I mean, it's just a very, very, very risky business, period. So those people who got involved, to me, should have did more due diligence.
Well, it was greed. It was greed in there too. Everybody, you see that, and it could be greed with envy. Envy might, because there are other videos where Envy says that he lost money with Flipped It Out. He said that he had invested in a 500 grand. He said,
right.
So, but see, some of the people interviewing Envy was like, well, why didn't you tell other folks that you have lost money with this guy? Why do you hadn't said anything like that? You act like this guy's, holier than thou. So you had, if you lost some money with him, why you hadn't said that? You keep promoting it as if.
Well, maybe he hadn't lost the money at that time.
No, he had lost it during that time, because they were talking. They asked him, a couple of years back. He claimed that, he said, well, that's business. He says, you have that in real estate, which is true.
Right.
But you probably still should be saying stuff like that too, if you're going to be on a public microphone and you're promoting this and getting people to excite you. Hey, at your own risk or something. Like, he didn't. His whole thing
I'm sure in those contracts it's there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Even if it's there in the contracts, I do.
But people have gone to jail too for that, even though you signed some stuff. They've gone to jail because the way that you were misled before. You can't,
no, if it's intentionally done, people is deserving to get. They deserve whatever they need to get if it was intentional.
And if they throw in, which I think they're going to do, this RICO, And if this is the RICO real estate deal, now they're just saying if you even close to the game, you could get locked. And it could be if they do the RICO deal, they, just because he mentioned it, he can actually get locked up. If they put the RICO on it, that's the whole way they start. That's how they start getting dope boys with the RICO, because he said if you was in the car, if you mentioned their name, if you said anything, we're gonna lock you up. And so that could be the case also. But Dana, you only sold real estate, so you just like a real estate agent. You never invested in anything.
No, I haven't invested other than my current home that I own.
Okay.
But no, I have not done investment properties yet.
Would you consider yourself a conservative individual? Like you wouldn't, that would be something that risk you wouldn't take?
I would have to have more detail.
Okay.
On my return on investment.
Okay.
I would ask more questions. And obviously they went on knowing him as a friend and going by what he said and the way he was so faithful and convincing to invest in it. But I find it funny that he also went back and wiped out his social media and all those things. So that to me screams.
Right, exactly. If you're gonna go and clean off the website, and this Wayback Machine is crazy, man. You go back and pull up anything on these machines, like, but they say it now. Anything you do now is documented. Whatever you say on social media,
it's on servers.
Yep,
this stuff is on servers.
It's never completely deleted.
Yeah, it's on servers.
Wow. Even voicemails, even text messages,
everything.
Anything technical.
Yeah.
Well, that's how they get all these politicians. So we already knew that. I don't know why he thought he was safe.
Yeah, you're right. I guess when you kind of panic and you're not thinking, let me go ahead and clean all this stuff up, and not to think that somebody can go back. I mean, like Dana said, that's a dead giveaway. Why would you want to erase something? If you
weren't guilty of anything.
Yeah, I'm saying if you because I think what he erased too was him saying that he was a partner with him, because he's claiming now, they both have what do you call it on Instagram? It's not unfriended. What is it?
Unfollowed
each other. So they're not talking to each other now. So somebody is I guess Envy is saying I'm wiping my hands clean of this, but it's too much documentation now because you were on the website. You were the business partner and you were promoting. I mean, they showed one time, the guy, Tony Closer, he showed about maybe 5 minutes of DJ Envy and flipped it out. DJ Envy and flipped it out. I mean, he was promoting this guy over and over and over. And that's what he tried to delete. Well, he did delete it, but they didn't pull it up. So we'll see what's happening with that, because the thing is now that they said 2 days ago that they actually went to iHeart Radio and confiscated the files.
Yeah, they're looking for the bigger pockets.
Yep.
That's what the attorneys are looking for. So if it's anything that can stick, that's what they're trying to do.
Wow.
For recovery. So
wow.
If they get a settlement, we won't know, but yeah, time will tell.
Yeah. Many people wonder if there's a secret to winning lottery games. The answer is yes. Winners only Lotto. Discover how to make $1,000, $10,000, or even $225,000 daily by playing the right games with the highest odds. The games to focus on are Pick 3, Pick 4, and in some states, Pick 5. Utilizing AI to track patterns in these games simplifies winning, with millions being distributed every day. This information can be easily verified on any official state lottery website. Join today or get more information by clicking the link below. See you on the winning side.
Make sure that you like and subscribe and hit the all button and all that kind of stuff, because we're going to have a lot of good interviews on this podcast.